I'm Craig Kenneth, a relationship coach and a psychotherapist. Every relationship is different and every breakup is different. Work with me and you'll get professional help on your situation. And if you're in no contact, focused on personal growth, my workbook series, The Knowledge, will help you make changes like you've never made before. Available now at AskCraig.net. Hi there, I'm Coach Craig Kenneth.
I'm Coach Margaret.
And today we're going to be talking about the Heart Chakra.
This was a big chakra to Craig.
It certainly was.
He didn't know I was going to come up with this one.
Margaret said the idea for this topic, and I said, okay, I don't know much about this, so you have at it.
Neither does Margaret. And that's the first thing I want to say. I came across this article while I was looking at articles on self-love, and I just loved the article. So I wanted to share it, even though, believe me, I don't claim to be an expert on the subject.
There's going to be a lot of people really angry today about the comments. You don't even know what you're talking about.
Well, and that's fine. If you want to enlighten us, we'd be very thankful for that.
But you found an article that
I really liked, and I wanted to share. Okay, this lady is talking about the heart chakra. And is encouraging us to make our hearts more available so that we can have more wonderful relationships.
But what is a chakra?
Well, you ask and I ask too. Apparently, there is a subtle area in the body, the subtle system. Chakras are an energy system, and apparently there are various zones. And a chakra is a center of energy that gives us energy. And let me go on a little, and you'll see, I think, what I'm saying. This lady starts out the article by saying most people in this country die of cardiovascular disease, which is absolutely true.
Yeah. No chakra there.
No chakra there, no. And so she's saying that if we took better care of our chakras, perhaps we wouldn't have such problematic and unhappy hearts, which kind of caught my interest. I thought that was a cool thing to talk about.
Okay.
And what she's saying is an open heart can give and receive without limitations. And she says we don't die of heartbreak because we're really okay at loving each other. It's loving ourselves that is the problem. Okay? And we don't do that as well.
Loving ourselves is a very difficult problem.
Yes. So it's in connection with that theme.
You know, Margaret, I think probably it has so much to do with the way we're all technology based.
Yeah.
And we're posting on social media all the time. And so because everybody's focused on how everybody else's life looks, we're always comparing ourselves now. And we're always comparing ourselves to models and, celebrities and athletes and all kinds of people.
Yep.
And so we look at our life and our life looks terrible.
Right.
But, you have to always remember it's like a highlight reel of somebody else's life.
That's right.
But I think that by looking at other people's lives constantly and almost getting glimpses into their world, and being bombarded, you go on Instagram or Facebook and you see 50 different stories at any given day, and you're like, oh, I just went to work today, and this 500 people were at the beach, and they're on the plane, and they're going on the trip. Right. But what you don't realize is they saved up a year to go on that trip, right? Or this is the first day that they've had off in a month. Why do I have to go to work every day?
I asked myself many times in my lifetime, why do I have to go to work every day?
Yeah, exactly. So, when we're doing that, it really makes us feel bad about ourselves and our life. You're looking at people that, are, making $50 million a year, and you're like, man, my life sucks.
My life sucks, that's right.
And so we start to feel bad about ourselves and beat ourselves up.
That's right. And boy, are we trained well to do that.
Yeah.
Are we trained well to do that? But anyway, says this nifty lady, if you want to open your heart chakra, loving others is not enough. You need to cultivate bold self-love. Now that's the first time I heard that one. I like that. I like her attitude. Bold self-love.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whether you agree with me or not, I am pretty neat. Yeah. So I like the concept of bold around that. She talks in particular about the first couple of chakras, which establish safety and security, just like Maslow. And then one after that, some after that, which would be the heart chakra, which sounds to me like it's in the middle. And she says it's located in our solar plexus, if you know where that is. If you do, it's where your heart is located. It would be the zone where your heart is located. And she
the area that feels like it's been ripped out of your chest right now.
Yeah,
it's in that area.
Yeah, and that's why you're watching us.
Yeah.
That's where it is. And she talks about how we walk around like hunchbacks, sort of physically protecting our heart and not letting it open the way it needs
Interesting.
to. Yeah. So she wants us to get into bold self-love, which is that means you're really determined to love yourself no matter what, no matter who says what, no matter who tells you that criticism is a better idea. Okay? And she gives us a couple of possibilities for meditating. Now here's the first thing she suggests, and you have to promise not to laugh out loud now. She wants us to write ourselves a love letter.
Just don't mail it.
Just don't mail, or if you need to, mail it with a couple of copies coming every couple of weeks. You know, dear Craig, I think you're absolutely wonderful.
Yeah, with a nice handwritten letter.
A nice handwritten letter, yes, so that you will know that it's from the heart.
You better make sure that these people know not to mail a handwritten letter to their ex.
Don't mail a handwritten letter to their ex. No, but you're going to write yourself a love letter. And if you go back and think about some of the words your partner may have said to you when they were breaking up with you, I think it would be wonderful to address those issues.
Yeah.
And you can think about how your parents left you feeling. Not because they meant to do you damage, but because they didn't know back then how to help a child have a good self-concept and love themselves. They didn't know. They thought it was a bad thing to do for kids.
Yeah.
So what could you put in your love letter, Mr. Craig, your love letter to yourself?
Well,
dear Mr. Craig.
You know, you could talk about maybe the struggles that you had in the relationship, but how, you know, at the time you were going through it, you did the best that you could, or the best that you thought that you could.
Yeah.
And, you know, that sometimes in life we have difficult things that we have to face, but, you know, we do the best in that moment.
That we can.
Right. And remind yourself of that.
Yeah.
And then remind yourself
that,
you know, your ex obviously found you attractive when they met you.
And even if you don't believe it, what does it appear that they saw?
They must have seen a lot of good qualities in you to begin with.
Right, good.
Right? And so those qualities are probably there. And they didn't imagine them. Right?
Right.
And so, you know, just be positive that you had enough qualities to attract people.
That's right.
And that you can attract other people, or hopefully re-attract them again.
And you have friends, I'm sure, and family that likes you. And, you know, obviously all those people are not stupid.
Yeah.
Right?
And you're committed to improving yourself.
That's right.
And that's a great quality.
And that's why you're doing this crazy exercise.
Yeah. And listening to us talk about chakras.
Yeah. But again, I like the whole thing. I like writing yourself a letter. When I was a kid, there was a song out, I'm going to sit right down and write myself a letter and make believe it came from you. I'm going to...
They had mail back then?
They did, but it was the Pony Express. Yeah, and sometimes shot with an arrow.
I believe that.
And make believe it came from you. I'm going to say things oh so nice, oh so sweet. It's going to knock you off of your feet. I'll put kisses on the bottom. You'll be glad you got them. No, I'll be glad I got them. Okay? So the concept of writing yourself a letter, but I've never before heard it suggested that it come from you to yourself.
Yeah.
Okay? That's what I have to say about that. Now, there's also another meditation exercise, which I also liked very much. I like the way this lady put things. She said, picture yourself sitting on the floor in front of you. That's beyond me. Craig might be able to do it.
Okay,
Can you
so
see yourself sitting on the floor?
I guess if I really thought about it, I could pull that off.
I know I'd never be able to get up. And you're going to wish yourself the following. May I feel safe. May I be healthy. May I be joyful. May I know love. How lovely, right?
Yeah.
What a lovely series of things to say to yourself. And then you think about saying it in your mind's eye to somebody that you appreciate or you love, and wish them exactly the same things. You know, may you feel safe, may you feel healthy, may you be healthy, may you be joyful, and may you know love.
Yeah.
Okay? So, some interesting ways that people have thought about loving and loving oneself.
Yeah.
And I hear from the little introduction I read that this is Hindu philosophy, I think from antiquity. And I think it's just lovely, and I may learn more about chakras. And by now, those of you who do know about them are probably saying, lady, leave it alone, you don't get it.
There's probably going to be a lot of comments from
right.
experts in there
Not
today.
to mention that there are wonderful diagrams of chakras in wonderful colors. And I've seen it, in stores, in advertisements, and sometimes in a flag. So, anyway, that's my story.
All right. Well, hopefully you guys found this one interesting, possibly entertaining.
Possibly entertaining, yes.
And maybe even helpful.
Yep.
We're always looking for new ways to try and teach you different things or share different topics or ideas.
And you say, this is really different.
Yeah. They're going to be like, can you go back to no contact again? But, we are always putting out a lot of content, so we're looking for different things to talk about and share with you guys. If you liked it, give Margaret a thumbs up for her attempt at the chakras.
Or you could say LOL, that would be all right too.
And, of course, if you want to get our help personally, just go to my website, askcraig.net. Sign up for the coaching option that works best for you. I do email coaching, I do Skype. Margaret is available for Skype coaching.
Feel free to sign up with me, and I won't talk about chakras if you don't want.
Just click on Margaret on the top of the website to do that. That's it for this video. I'm Coach Craig Kenneth.
I'm Coach Margaret.
And we will talk with you soon.